Hey, I'm Kev, Mystical. Welcome back to MotoGP 18, where McDonald was so close to victory last time out, but Dovizioso proved to stand in his way. Can he finally grab another victory round the TT Circuit Assen in the Netherlands? And also, this is going to be the first of 3 races, which are a bit longer in length, as it won't be Valencia. Valencia's definitely not our circuit, but Assen, it could prove entertaining. So here goes Mayo then for the first of 2 possible qualifying efforts around this wonderful circuit. So I think the first effort will just be a banker. A very tricky circuit as well. It's much slower than it used to be, but it's still got that high speed last section. The high speed section coming out of this very tight hairpin. Expect some moves there, like we saw in the hairpin in Spain last time out. That's the track maybe not his best at the moment either early in the session. Once again, Mario going out early. Needs this thing for pre as well. I think that's the best way to get that time out. Just have this clean air. Even if track conditions might not be the best. And now this tricky double right. This is going to be so important in the race and look after the tyres through there. Not be too aggressive. And now the high speed stuff. It's all a bit wide. Where's the bike going? Not gripping at all through the left. It's towards the line. It's over 1 minute 30 mark. 31.9. Let's see if he can improve on that. We're just hitting that apex there. Should give like a second. You can see the rear of the bike just spooling up. Not like a turbo. It just does not want to get on the traction and accelerate out these corners. That's about half a second quicker then. After hitting that first corner, he's got someone out in front, but they're way in front. And now 4 tenths up, bit too cautious maybe in that section. Much better on the power through this section, not as wide on the exit. And now through the double right. Gotta be careful not to hit that inside curve too closely as well in that first part. And just accelerate for the second. Barely there through the third right. It's all 6 tenths up. And he hit the apex of the left hander as well on this occasion. This is better. 130.8. That's more like it. The first that was good enough anyway. That's absolutely ridiculous. 2 seconds quicker than Baptista, who makes it for the Angonetto bike. Head of Spargo, Petroza and Petrucci. Then Rabatza and Redding rounds out the 6th row. Head of Simeon, Luti and Bradley Swift. Then Alicia Spargo back on the 8th row alongside Morbidelli and Nakagami with Caribram in last. Fantastic to see Baptista through for, I think, the first time this season to qualifying too. As here goes Mario for his only qualifying lap. In qualifying 2, he's got to nail it as the track is a bit drying out. You can see. So let's see if we can set a similar lap time around a 130. Someone else has come out early. Looks like again they're quite a way ahead, so you shouldn't be interfering with Mario's lap. It's all very tight through the left. Of course, with a longer race, it's very important to get that good starting position. Or not as important, should I say, as normal, but still very important. Just to make that race a bit easier so you can look after the tyres a bit more as well. Not have constant battling like we did the last race. And the tyres were in good nick by the end of the race. It wasn't too bad. It's all through the right. Through both rights. Nice on the power. It's like to have the brakes just to stabilise the bike through that right. Nicely through the left. And through the final corner, just treat that as a straight line basically, that chicane. And oh, this is quicker, 30.7. Well, I feel like a liar at the moment. I thought it'd be a bit more competitive around Assen than, say, Sachsenring or like Argentina or Qatar this season, where I was also thinking of making these races a bit longer, but look at qualifying, 1.3 seconds quicker than Marquez, with Rossi in third. Then Dovi leading the second ahead of Crutchlow and Vinales. Jack Miller leading the third ahead. Vinoni and Rins. Zaccaris the fourth ahead of Lorenzo and Alvaro Baptista. It does often get a bit better in the races though, on the competitive side. Let's see if we can have an epic battle like we had last time out. So here's Mayo revving up at the start from pole once again, waiting for these lights to go out. As we've got 13 laps here in the Netherlands and a superb start from the rest of the field. Mayo's been swamped heading towards this first corner, battling to be into the top 10. But he sneaks around the outside of Suzuki up into ninth behind Lorenzo. Or not, here comes the only back by, is it, or is it Rins? And here comes Pedrosa. But Mayo's got the inside for the hairpin, for the left-hander. So only down to ninth. Xavier Simon in the points. What a crazy start. It's all Mayo stuck behind Lorenzo, who's stuck behind. So let's see Iannone. Oh, Mayo has a little look through the right. As he goes elbow to elbow with the Spaniard. On the Italian, he's gone wide. Oh, so is Iannone. Oh, he's gone into his teammate. Oh, Andrea. As now Mayo's battling with Petrucci and Baptista. Baptista, a former Aprilia rider as well. So Mayo down to 11th. Oh, not. Just dives it through the left-hander. He's got Petrucci on the outside in the final chicane, messes that up. Just about stays ahead of Zarco. So he's down in 11th. Not a good opening lap for Mayo. Not what he wanted. Qualify right up there, so he can have an easy life on the tyres, but now he's going to have to battle his way through for the first part as Scott Redding up to 14th. No, Tita were back. Or was, or is trying to. It's been Lars ahead of Dovi. Dovi dropping down the order. Crutcher up to second. Smiley gets ahead of Petrucci as well. Oh, but that Ducati power once again coming through for the Pramac. Not quite succeeding though. So Mario up into ninth. Got Pedrosa in front having a fantastic start, Danny. As Rins in 21st battling with Nakagami. So Mayo gone wide. And has eaten Pedrosa? Where's Danny gone? Has he got a Malaysian up to 16th ahead of Bradley Smith? So Mayo up to 8th then. As you can see, they're getting a bit spread out in front, the top 5 from the rest. Miller and Lorenzo do battle. Smo skipping over the curves with a 31.1. Almost into the 1 minute 30s already, and yeah, fastest lap. On that previous lap. Alex wins up to 17th, ahead of Bradley Smith. It's Vinales and Dovi battling over 4th. So we've got Marcus leading the way, do we? There's all some more fans putting the flares up the left hand side as Petrucci is second back. So these 8 have split away from the rest of the field already on this third lap. More flares to the left hand side. Loving it round here in Assen. It's all made down the inside of Lorenzo. Down the inside of Miller as well. But needs to make that move to catch up to the top 5. But here they come, the 3 wide. Mayo forced wide. He tries to make it back on Lorenzo Miller. Trying to make it 3 wide again. Oh, does he take it back for the left though? Into the final chicane, slows it down. Looks like Miller's been forced a bit slow by Lorenzo, so Mario down the inside of Miller. Down the inside of Lorenzo, is he? Just as, oh no, his teammate Alicia Spargo down. So Mario up into 6th as Andrea and Honey in 21st, battling with Luti. Pedrosa did go down, battling with Franco Morbidelli for 18th. And Xavier Simon in 16th, battling with Happy Sarin. You've got Nakagami up to 19th ahead of Morbidelli. Battling happening everywhere here. So much for a calm race. He's on his 4th lap. I was probably going to be a bit concerned he's using up the tyres a bit too much in these early stages. I know tyre wear does not look bad at all. As he catches up to, and it's like Vinales and Davizio's are battling over 4th. Alex Rin's already back into the points in 12th. Ahead of the other Spargo. Pole. Goes up to 17th, Rin only up to 19th. And here goes Mao into this final section again. So confident into the left hand down the inside of Dovi, like he's not even there. And then Dovi right back by in the final chicane. As Mario tries to take it back, but that's a bit too much curbage. And he sets a low 31 again. He's on maximum attack mode. Not waiting for the tyres or brakes to warm up at all. He just wants to be leading. Wants to be out front. As he's looking all over past Dovi. As Pedrosa back into the points ahead of Scott Redding. Ian only up to 18 ahead of Xavier Simon. There goes his points paying chances. There's Lorenzo 7/10 back, so they're dropping 7th, 8th as well, this group. It's Mario down the inside of Dovi. Left the door open. This time the Italian does not have an answer, and it's like there's a little lurk into the left. But Aprilia holds on. So you just got Marcus ahead of Rossi. Crutcho ahead of Inoth. Mario ahead of Davizio. So it's Honda, Yamaha. Aprilia. Oh, it was Ducati, as here comes Mario into 3rd. Ahead of Crutchlow. It's into the final chicane. Crutchlow has a little look. Mario says no. He sets a 31-3. Here comes Vinales and Crutchlow battling behind. So Honda, Yamaha, Aprilia now on the podium places. As we approach the halfway mark of this race. How are we just approaching the halfway mark? There's Nakagami battling with Morbidelli over the top 20. Soren ahead of Scott Redding. He's dropping down the order now to 17th. And Redding wants that back. He wants some points. There's Mario's teammate. Another seeing what happened to his teammate as well. Alicia Spargo not getting any, as No, just eases by Rossi. Like he's a curb. Oh, and then he outbrakes himself into the next corner. Well done, Mario. But no panic. He's with the top 3. And you've got half the race to go. Just into the second half of the race now. Does not feel like it at all as Redding's now battling with Iannone. So there's a little look at Rossi, but Rossi, a bit more of a veteran move, closes off the opportunity of the move into the left-handers. Does not get the best exit out of the final chicane, no. Samoa down the inside. Does he make it stick? He does. And now it's just the top 2 in the championship together. Mayo and Marquez. With Dovi in 5th, is he? That him with Vinales? No, he might actually be down to 6th as Vinales up to 4th ahead of Crutchlow. But Crutchlow might be having his pace kind of easing off now. Like he's pushed that bike hard in this first half of the race. And then so is Mario, and here he is, battling for the lead. And he's getting another curbs round here. In some sections they're nice, other sections like that, not so nice. And once again, tyre wear, remarkably barely non-existent. As Iannone back into the points ahead of Rabat after his earlier mistake. Joe's up to 30th ahead of Paul Espargaro. There's all Mario. Bit too early into that corner, a bit slow. Gave Marcus some breathing room. He's got Rossi all over him. And Andrea Dovizioso down. The winner last time out. He would not be repeating that here. In the Netherlands. And a bit of a gap to his teammate Lorenzo as well for the top 5. Then you've got Miller, Zarco. Petrucci rings back into the top 10. But that is big for the championship, the reigning champion. What is he going to be scoring today? Could still get a top 10, no doubt about that. We have 5 laps to go in this race. It's not going to be a top 5. More importantly, it's going to be some drop points for him. Just he maybe wanted to carry some momentum from that victory. Not going to happen. It's Mario shadowing Marquez as they put away from Rossi. 4 tenths behind is the Yamaha. It's been nice ahead of Crutchlow for 4th. This Rins up to 9th ahead of Petrucci. What a comeback ride that is from the Suzuki. Wonder how far ahead Lorenzo is of them. Here comes Mario then. Marcus says no. How about into the left? Oh, Mario takes it. And outbrakes himself. So it's rejoined down in 3rd, but here comes Vinales. And here comes Crutchlow as well. So Mario, in a blink of an eye, challenging for the lead, down to 5th. As these top 5 are still all over each other. Look at Rossi, he caught immediately back up to Marquez. Maybe Mario's just in the way for the Italian. His former mentor. Remember for Mario. Until he'll have to go his own way. With LCR, with Aprilia. It's all Crutchlow. Trying to dismiss Mario there. Lorenzo second back. Mario takes it immediately back from the Brit. Around the outside into the left. Oh, Crutchlow again, aggressive. He is holding on for dear life on that LCR. As Rossi takes the lead from Marquez. What fantastic news for the championship that is. Marcus losing points. There's all Mayo all over the back of the Brits. The tyres are now only just around halfway worn. Mayo, superb exit from the final chicane. He dips into the 32s. Now brakes himself, does he? That's allowed Crutchlow back by. It's now perhaps his go time in these last few laps. Or is it too early? That's all he gets down the inside of Gal. Very aggressive. The Sazerin's up to 8th ahead of Jack Miller. The comeback continues for the Suzuki. There's Rossi getting away a bit in the lead. Well, Marcus, maybe Marcus doesn't have the pace at the end here. Maybe it's the Yamahas. There's Crutchlow dropping back already. Mayo coming back on that Apres. He's regained the momentum. Down the inside of Vinales. 4th. Looking down the inside of Marquez. Giving no room as the Honda. But Mayo takes it back through the right. Now can he hold on ahead? The Honda and push him towards the clutches of Vinales. That would be very ideal. Then he can have it out with his former mentor for the race win. The legend Valentino Rossi. Zarco doing a good job in 7th as well. Looking at the running order. So looking down the inside of the Yamaha, not quite. Not on this occasion. Look, it's a beautiful exit. It's at 8/10 ahead of Vinales, who has got ahead of Marcus. So it's stuck to the tail of Rossi. That's a look into the left. Just outbrakes him a bit. Rossi just got all the lines at the moment, got all the answers. No, got all the tyre wear. That rear tyre's seen better days. But it's still got a lot of grip in it. As we've got just over 2 laps remaining. Mayo through the left. Oh, Rossi tries to block it. And he does. Mayo has to step back. Almost into the back of the Yamaha through the chicane. Got a terrible exit. It's now Vinales on his tail. It's all just about getting on the power wheel. As it is definitely go time now. Mo prodding, probing, trying to find a weakness in this Rossi defence. Hasn't found one at the moment. And hopefully that doesn't invite Vinales to do the same to him. But he's half a second back now, so he has closed. To go for the left. It's all wide into the right. Out of the groove, there's camber that helps you hit that apex. Mayo just totally missed it. So he's behind Rossi. Might have clipped the back of the Yamaha as well. Forced him wide in the first right, but grabs it through the second. As he got a 1-lap showdown then between the Aprilia and Yamaha. But will Mayo take the lead already? Through the left. Now can he hold and as Rossi round the outside? First that compromised himself on the exit of the chicane as Mario, they're side by side. Going on to the final lap. What a 13 laps, or 12 laps it's been in Assen. Could it be a fantastic 13th as well as Mario takes the lead? As he got enough in the tank. Well, this is a Pia dry after a battling performance here. Down the order early on, outside the top 10. He's had to fight his way up the order. He's had to fight his way into the lead. And now is he putting away 4 tenths ahead of Rossi. Oh no, the rear. In a bit too finger happy maybe. Just smooth, Mario, smooth. Is he going to the double right? Oh, that is smooth. Like a knife through butter. With just a couple of corners to go. What a victory this would be. And what a time as well with Dovizioso hitting issues. Marquez not on top form. But the man who was. This guy hasn't won since Argentina. Now he has. What a well-earned victory. Don't think he's had a harder one his whole career. Over 30 of them now. As after 20 minutes, Mario wins by 7 tenths ahead of Rossi with Vinales in third, a double Yamaha podium. Marquez down to 4th in the end, but holding off Crutcho by 6 tenths. He was around a second ahead of Lorenzo. Then Sarko Rins, Dovizioso recovered to 9th. In the end, ahead of the Premax of Miller and Petrucci. Pedrosa recovered to 12th, Iannone to 13th, Battista, Paul Espargaro grabs the final point. He was less than a tip behind his fellow countrymen in the end. We've got Serin, Reddin, Rabat, Morbidelli, Nakagami, Simeon, Luti, Smith, Alicia, Spargo and Carrieraban, who both suffered falls. So in the championship, it's looking a bit more comfortable now for the Aprilia. 22 points ahead of Marquez. With Vinales up to third ahead of Dovizioso, who's 30 points back over a race win behind. We've got Rossi in 5th, Miller in 6th, somehow still 3 points ahead of Zarco. Then Petrucci, Crutcher up to 9th ahead of Rinza score. And further down, no other changes. So in the constructors, it's just a 4-point gap between Yamaha and Aprilia, with Honda less than a race win back in 3rd. Then Ducati 30 points back. Then Suzuki and KTM. And the team's championships, Yamaha by 53 points ahead of Ducati, or 12 points ahead of Honda, just 15 ahead of Aprilia. Now you've opened up the gap to Pramac to 21 points. As they round out the top 5 ahead of Suzuki, Tech 3, LCR and Ganetto. KTM round out the top 10 ahead of Avintia. And for Mario, what a ride. Just when he kind of needed it as well. As everyone's going crazy for McDonald, oh no doubt they are. As they didn't hold back in Moto2 as Alex Marquez beat Passini in the Riviera, where Moto3 went right down to the ride between Martin Bezzecchi and Bastianini, and Red Bull Rookie Cup is as you would expect. So for bike development then, it might be aerodynamics actually for the final time, or should we just keep it to the frame or suspension? Maybe the suspension, because it is a bit bumpy down the Saxon ring. So there we go, that's nicely developed. And next time out, Mario with a comfortable championship lead, well, comfortable-ish, as he needed it after Mugello, where it's just a handful of points. He's got a podium, Catalina battled for the win and grabbed an important win in Assen, while his contenders of Marquez and Dovi did not capitalise on their points scoring opportunities. So maybe around the Saxon ring with another victory, you're looking very comfortable now heading into the second half of the season. But I hope you enjoyed the longer race. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.